Hey people, Inquisitor 53 Faction War. This is Typhon Maya and Space Marines versus Imperial Guard. For the blue Space Marine team, WonderBread is an Apothecary support hero fighting in melee combat by default. Begins with a heal, a passive health regeneration aura. Looks like the Blood Angels elite scheme here. Alongside Noob with a Techmarine, starts off with a bolt gun, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair. Blood Ravens, and rounding off the blue team here, Crazy Chairman 96 as a Force Commander. Very strong offense fighting in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support. Hammer of the Witches on the face of that scout. Red, Imperial Guard team. Incognito is a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support fighting in melee, begins with a refractor shield. We've got Death Core of Krieg here, DLC. Alongside, this fella's name I believe translates to friend, so that's what I'll go for. With a Lord General fighting in ranged combat. Strong defense and support, begins with a retinue of stormtroopers. Looks like the Pathogen's elite scheme here. And rounding off the teams, Korgoth with an Inquisitor offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee but can get specialized ranged gear. This is the south of the map, kind of narrow. Force Commander versus Inquisitor there. And the mid, massive meat grinder on this map potentially. Sentinel, you're going to stomp, buddy? What are you up to? Probably already stomped something. Apothecary being focused by about 1700 lasguns and runs away. Tactical Marines trying to get into melee with stuff, doing some decent work, but just too many lasguns. And a full retreat off the mid for the Space Marine players actually. 464 to 497, 2-to-1 cap. The attacks of Crazy Chairman chasing Guardsmen into base here. Not sure this is too smart. Hammer of the Witches loses a model, probably wasn't worth it. Big retreat back as well. Force Commander was already in retreat. Oh, takes a rest and then he keeps going. Sentinel gets a decap on the VP. These guys can decap points, but they can't take them and cap them. 443 to 497. Contested power being hit, probably stolen by the Guardsmen here. Did not go too hard for the naturals. There's only a node here, but looks like they got a decap on that wreck point, unless it just wasn't capped for some reason. Devastator's up for Noob. Crazy Chairman, double tax here. And Devastators for WonderBread. Quite late with the devs. Maybe they were a little bit indecisive in what they wanted to get. Maybe they wanted Assault Marines maybe. But we're worried about all the stomps. Well, there's only one Sentinel that can stomp them in the mid. Korgoth is towards the south. Just got a decap on that wreck point. Although it's a contested wreck point. We do have flamers up, so maybe Korgoth does have their eye towards a natural power bash in that southwest corner. Lord Commissar gets out of range of the Devastator. Heavy Bolter has a power sword in hand as well. Big threat now to the Tactical Marines. Does big chunks of damage. The heal's already been used, I think, for the Apothecary. Can he get a model, this guy? No, there it is. Just threw the heal out. His heal does get more powerful as he levels up the Apothecary. Gets out of there. Was that Hammer of the Witches? Nope, I thought I saw a Hammer of the Witches on those devs. I don't see an Inquisitor here though. No, she's miles away. I'm just seeing things. The devs dropped a model though and they ran off. Now the Lord General's being suppressed. Does have his medical sergeant fella in there. Can hand out medical packs for the heals. These tacks are really low for WonderBread. Not sure why they're hanging out behind a bush. And they have to leave. Often wondered why bushes and plants provided any cover at all in Dawn of War 2. They are regarded light cover against a bolter shell. Doesn't seem to make much difference, but people point out that it's more about obscuring the target so you can't hit them rather than, you know, stopping the projectile, I think. 350 to 497. Chainsword and Storm Shield for the Force Commander. Runs into a Hammer of the Witches though. Still has the defend going. Opens up the space for the Tactical Marines to power bash, and they're going to get a full gen bash here. Might even get the node. No, they're not going to stick around for it. Artillery spotters on the field for Korgoth. Replaces all the power. And it's double Devastators for Noob. And a Tarantula turret, which is a twin linked heavy bolter turret basically. Not quite covering the VP, but it does cover that approach. which like leads to the natural VP and stuff, so it could be useful later on. It is of course costing pop, which adds to your upkeep and stuff. 323 to 497. Some Death Company Assault Marines here, ready to smack up, slice and dice some guardsmen with those chainswords. The Lord Commissar's on them though, and he will threaten them with the power sword. Switches target to the tax, now switches target again to the devs. It's a good switch though. Apothecary is down, decent jump for the assault squad, getting 2 squads knocked over, and they basically bullied a back line to run away. Some scouts showing themselves for Noob. Gonna get revive here most likely. Nope. Please res, says WonderBread. He wants a decap first. Meanwhile, power bash for Korgoth. All the way up the map and hits back on the power. Doesn't quite get all the gens down. These guys looking for a retreat grenade, I think. Nope. Maybe? I think they are. There's the attempt. It's a big blob of guardsmen. Needed to throw it a little bit deeper in. But hey, killed something. Killed something. Apothecary is back to his feet thanks to the Techmarine. Has those purification rights. Any other war gear we can see here? Sniper rifle queued up for friend when they get to tier 2. There you see it beginning. Oh, not yet. There we go. Korgoth, no war gear. Assistance here from the Lord General player to try and prevent another power bash. Getting one of your powers completely hit twice in tier 1 is pretty rough. Got plasma guns up already for friend. 298 to 473. The assault squad are quite deep in and they take out the Lord Commissar. Deep in enemy lines. They do drop a model, but I think it was worth it. Oh, maybe. He's going to get revived from there. Apothecary got very low as well. But they still have units in play. Devastators and these tacks here with Flamer. Noob is back here as well. But what can he do about a Chimera? You have advanced targeting, so you can do something. Although, of course, it was nerfed quite a lot. The damage versus vehicles, it's still there. Uh-oh. These Devastators are going down, I think. Yep. The guardsman inside able to shoot the extra turrets off the top. 298 to 450. On the power again is Korgoth. With Plasma Guardsman, Flamer Guardsman, and some Stormtroopers. A Sentinel barely gets away for friend. Putting lots of pressure on Crazy Chairman here. Techmarine might need to flank around and do some work here. Are they going to get a full power bash? I think they can. Are they going to go for a decap as well? Having to get their own VP back as well. That's the tax on it. Fasting. Capping 50% faster. Level 2 Force Commander. Been dealt with quite well. Just Hammer of the Witches has been enough. And the weight of fire, even with his shield up, which does give him the passive range damage reduction as well as the defend. Gets a bit more hit points as well. 298 to 437. On balance of what this gives you, it's super high value war gear, I think. You get health, get a passive range damage reduction, you get the defend, get a little bit more melee damage as well, tiny bit more. Space Marines still have that central VP, but this power has been on lockdown for a while. Scouts being sneaky. There we go, now they're eventually sneaky. 2 to 1 for the Space Marines, but they are behind on VPs. Here we have a Dreadnought though for Crazy Chairman. Assault Cannon, there's the barrage. They kind of backed off into it. The smoke was helpful though. No, it wasn't. Where's the Catechins? Oh, I thought it was Catechin smoke. I think that was just artillery spotter smoke. Freaking smoke and its multiple uses. Manticore almost wipes those Devastators. That was a decent hit from friend. And this Chimera continues to be a pain in the arse. Haven't transitioned these guys to missile launcher yet, which I think is useful. Tarantula turret doing its best to suppress things. We don't see the suppression break from the Lord General. These guys are getting dealt with. Sentinel, crack missiling the Dreadnought. that assault cannon is nasty. There's the barrage as well. Might wipe out. It did wipe out some guardsmen there. Those were, I believe those were Incognito's Death Corps of 3 guardsmen though. Meanwhile, the Lord Commissar himself, smacking around the Apothecary. Doing some good damage. In fact, might have finished him off if he continued attacking him there in retreat. Didn't seem to keep the attack going. Maybe the pistol can get it done. Nope, now suppressed. Still a 2-1 for the Space Marines. Chimera did get messed up quite a lot. There's a grenade on the Lord General. Loses 2 of his retinue buddies. And the other one trying to reinforce in the field. Manticore scares off those fellas. Scouts also scared off. I think the Imperial Guard are going to get it. A little bit sloppy. Not the cleanest take of the VP, but they're going to get it. Now up the other end is Crazy Chairman. The Inquisitor's gone down. Looks like she put Judgment up on the Dreadnought. Melter goes in from the anti-armor stormtroopers, but bolter fire, hey? Wolf's Commander's still here as well. His defend won't affect vehicles, but it says nearby allies, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't affect vehicles. Noob does have some Stone Guard veterans up, busy capping things. Those guys are first company tactical marines that can change their ammo to combat all targets, or help maybe against a Chimera, but they need to be further towards the mid. Sentinel's going to go down. The Assault Squad getting the kill there. They have their Sergeant, they have their Melter Bomb as well, Thunder and Lightning. In fact, it probably got melted there. Apothecary has armor of the Apothecary, which is why he was sprinting around like a weirdo. 267 to 364. How long are these southern players going to keep trading powers like this? Got a full bash and a decap there, did Crazy Chairman. Meanwhile, Scouts are trying to take the mid back. Got a decap at least. Or no, they didn't actually. Chimera goes down. How did they get it? Oh, las cannon over there. Melter bomb and las cannon, I suppose. Tarantula turret is still here and frustrating the red team. Can it not be manticored? Why has it not been manticored yet? Maybe they don't do well against that armor type or something. Meanwhile, towards the south, looks like he's getting a decent amount of resistance now. Assistance, I should say, from the Lord General as Korgoth. Trying to 2v1 against Crazy Chairman. Those tactical marines need to run. What are they up to? It's left in play by Crazy Chairman, dropping 2 models. Oh, all 3 models actually. Only the Sergeant gets away. Ogren's up for Friend, getting their bonehead leader. These guys, of course, have a awesome tier 3 upgrade now in the latest version of Elite Mod 298, which is not the version you're watching now, unfortunately. But we'll get there. Don't you worry. Ogren's just trying to brute force their way into the turret. They'll take a lot of damage doing so. They do have resistance to the piercing damage of the turret because they are super heavy infantry. There we go. Manticore time. Got some decent hits. Ogren's did not drop a model. I don't know why the Manticore isn't focusing the turret down. Maybe it can't. Seems like it did good damage on the shots that hit it though. 237 to 340. Catachan's getting roasted. Now they're in melee, but they're very low. Very low. Need to run. That's Incognito's Catachans. Anointed Power Axe Apothecary now. Can drain some energy off. Very energy intensive hero, of course. I guess they all kind of are, but Apothecary with his heal makes him like very urgent sometimes when he uses his skills. Dreadnought is level 3 now. Has killed a lot of guardsmen. Melter gun Techmarine here. Melter bomb. Double anti-armor stormtroopers. One of them got absolutely destroyed though. And here comes that Inferno pistol. Good damage to all targets. Trying to focus down the Dreadnought. Going to be tied up by the attacks, and it lives. A little bit more subtlety there. If they came around from an angle maybe with one of them. It's so narrow to just try and approach the Dreadnought kind of face on. And they lost the Inquisitor again, Korgoth. Apothecary's down in the mid. It's red for the guard. 233 to 337. Ogren's chasing down the Whirlwind. This is bad news for the Whirlwind. These guys smack you so hard with their Ripper guns that it counts as a heavy melee weapon. 226. 337. Still the 2-1 for Imperial Guard. We'd have some tier 3s as well. Unfortunately for them, Friend is in tier 3, so they can't drop a Lehman Russ in. Power harassing. Not sure if they'll get the bash, but when they give it a go, these guys are turning into Stone Guard veterans. Can use their Hellfire rounds to apply acid damage over time to heroes and light infantry. That's marked target on the Commissar. Manticore takes out the Whirlwind. There's still 2 turrets up though. That was Noob's Whirlwind. There's still one over there from WonderBread. Maybe overextended a little bit there, the Lord General in his army, but they get away. Don't have a... yeah, they can't reinforce there though. They got a heavy turret up, which seems to just be hitting terrain. Manticore preemptively backs away, which I think is smart. These guys jumping in. Now the heavy turret has vehicle armor, which is why the Stone Guard are switching to their Vengeance rounds where they should be. These guys haven't. These guys have Dragonfire loaded in. Looks like they're going to get it though. They got it. Is that a rocket run or just a creeping barrage from Friend? Not done quickly enough to save the turret though. Whirlwind is showing rear armor, which is kind of risky. Look at this float from Incognito. Just don't have the power to get something Lehman Russy up. Force Commander's level 4. Was maybe looking at the VP there, but... oh, looks like they got it. Something stole it. Was it really the Force Commander? Well done, fella. I thought maybe he was just smacking stuff while something else capped, but... he might have got it himself. Tier 3 now for WonderBread. Just the Lord General stuck in tier 2. Got those Ogrins up there. Really need to do some work delaying the tier 3. Stone Guard with the Hellfire. Oh, Hellfire and mark target on that Commissar. Just getting their power back there. Ogrins have been sent to the south to try and help with this Dreadnought, I guess. They'll be great. Tie it up in melee and do some damage. Looks like they're going for the Stone Guard though. User red is popped for the disruption. Taking out some Stone Guard. Terminators there from Crazy Chairman. Now going into melee with the Ogrins. Ogrins chasing off the scouts. Going after everything but the Dreadnought here. Now they're getting suppressed. Oh. Noob built a turret back here. It's like it's 2012 all over again. Techmarine's actually building turrets a lot in a 3v3. Look at this. Got 4 of them on the field. 183 to 288. They are grabbing that central VP. They worked their way back to it. Lehman Russ on the way for Incognito. What do we have in terms of anti-vehicle? The Whirlwind has got the Hunter Killer. They have the Stone Guard, of course. The Vanguard now have hammers by... they have the hammer by default, so they're not going to help too much. They could get on rear armor and do some work, I guess. Hatterton's being sneaky. Now having to flee. Ouch. Doesn't seem like any of these are being turned into the missile launcher turrets. They're just using las cannons and stuff for that. But there's the Lehman Russ. Another Lehman Russ on the way for Korgoth. Friend does eventually go tier 3. They've been reinforcing a lot, I suppose. Got some Terminators up for Noob. Space Marine's looking decent. Not looking unassailable yet. They haven't hit that Space Marine critical mass of death, but with 2 Terminators up, the Apothecary starting to get there. All these turrets are annoying, but they could just fall very, very quickly. There's the Manticore. Doesn't finish off the turret though. Rocket Run does. That was a weird rocket run. Did it wipe out some tacks that were there? It might have. with the rest of the Stern Guard? Oh, the Stern Guard are here. I think it wiped out WonderBread's Stern Guard. Over there, look. 179 to 250. That's a good rocket run then. Use your nuke to take out Stern Guard veterans. I think that's a decent nuke. Leman Russ is taking damage, but it's also shooting down the turrets with impunity. There it goes. Turrets with a heavy bolter on it can't do much for Leman Russ. Ogrins versus Terminators. Not a fantastic fight for either, but if the Ogrins came in at full health, I think they would have won the fight. Although it depends, again, on any support that's around. Leman Russ gets away, did some good work there. And Lord Commissar is on the central VP with Carapace Armor and Stubbornness. So he's going to be a pain in the ass, because he can pop this for more damage and break suppression. Gives him a chunk of health as well. That's a Chimera up for Incognito. A late game Chimera. Could be... Oh, it's going for the mobile base. We're going to see a teleporter relay beacon over there. That's cool. 173 to 250. Maybe something that's slightly underutilized actually in the faction wars for the Guard. Don't see many Imperial Guard with the mobile base up for the retreats. 164 to 250 on the VPs. Force Commander level 5 throws up the defend and just goes into the fray. What's going on in the mid over there? Still red. 2 to 1 for the Guard. 154 to 250. These Ogrins, I think, have done well for Friend. They were a decent shout. And they've got the 2 Leman Russes Imperial Guard. Korgoth is staying south for now with Executioner. Uh-oh, Cyclone Missile Launcher with a good hit. The Dreadnought is still here, by the way. Uh-oh. Just as I say the Ogres have done well, they almost die. They do get away. Decent Manticore hits. Trying to kill these scouts here. Can they get him? Level 4 scouts? I don't think they can. Oh, they got him. One more sniper shot got it. 129 to 250. Still have the mid through the Guard. Uh-oh, mark target and the barrage. Lord General needs to run. Nice assist though, I think, from Friend there. Got a Leman Russ of their own coming now. Could have just dropped one in maybe, but perhaps they want the rocket runs available there. You guys gonna cap? Nope. Maybe Terminator's gonna try and cap. They have an assault cannon in play. They're gonna take some shots doing it, that's for sure. They've got some plasma guardsmen back there too. Vanguard veterans are trying to run interference. There it is. Blast cannon's getting shots on the Leman Russ as well. Leman Russ needs to be careful. It's not backing off. It's taken 3 shots now. There's the Manticore. Angels of Death is popped by WonderBread. All of his infantry now with 50% damage resist. Great tool to use against nukes and the like. Leman Russ, I think, is going to fall here. Vanguard veteran should have enough yet. Just took too many las cannon shots. 107 to 250. Another Leman Russ on the way for Incognito, and Friend gets Kashyyykin up instead actually. So maybe they do want to drop one. Oh, they dropped their rocket run already, didn't they? They got no red. Now the Chimera is taking a las cannon shots and goes down. Incognito not paying attention to the vehicles over there. Mines dropped in. It's a hell of a fight. So many turrets up from the Techmarine player. There's 4 more appeared in the mid now. And one of them's a missile turret. Hell Fury dropped in by Korgoth. There's the Executioner Leman Russ. One of the... Oh, 2 of the turrets dropping. Wow. 3 of them go down. Hell Fury strikes really good at clearing turrets apparently. Didn't know they could just one-shot them like that. That was super effective. Terminators may be lucky to get away with 2 models there. That was a good Manticore. And he spent a lot on those turrets, noob. Does have a Predator tank. Getting extra armor immediately. Level 3 Apothecary here. Level 8 Techmarine, so he's doing good damage with the melter gun. Trying to brute force a turret down again is friend. I think they're going to be okay. Being chased by a predator. The Leman Russ of Incognito now getting Executioner. 93 to 236, big VP lead for Imperial Guard. And no, oh, I was just going to say no sign of a Land Raider, but here comes one from WonderBread, just as I was going to say that. Korgoth with another Leman Russ though. And the Predator tank does not last long, gets itself into all sorts of trouble. Tanks that just generally aren't good in these kind of meat grinder situations. Maybe the exception is the Leman Russ because it has so much hit points and such good repair support. Otherwise, you're generally going to get shot down with a tank. Devastator is barely getting away there. Not sure what these Terminators are up to. Getting way too close to Plasma and Executioner. And now the Lord Commissar's in there tying him up. Yeah, teleport away, fellas. What are you up to? Maybe just trying to create space for the Techmarine here. Going for the decap. Throws up the Refractor Field. Goes to level 9 as well. Gets the decap. Nicely done. What's going on over there? Vanguard Veterans versus Catachins at the top of your screen. Apothecary trying to heal him over there, I think. Maybe. Oh, he's got no health. He's got no energy, I mean. And those guys killed him anyway. Meanwhile, this Dreadnought is still going. It's been amazing. Level 4 now quite rightly has the dark age of technology. They got another power bash. These Executioners are chasing it down. Those las cannons on the front helping. Maybe they can do this. There is a las cannon dev squad that could perhaps set up and help deter them. Space Marines have the mid back. There's the double cap for Space Marines, 56 to 198. Incognito losing a lot here. Looks like they're not going after it. And Cyclone Missile Launcher could have something to say to those guys. Like, look at my Cyclone missiles. They're not firing at the moment. They're blobbed up as well, and they're blocked by the Force Commander. They should be firing. There we go. Oh no. Is he just going to hit terrain? Mostly just hit terrain there. Not sure why they got so close to the south before they fired it. 56 to 160. Land Raider Redeemer on the field. Allows you to retreat back to and reinforce off. Fantastic for in-field presence. And can they deal with it? They got the Manticore. That should be a leveled up Manticore as well. Yeah, almost level 4 actually. Korgoth is popped. Lots of stuns. Leman Russ is doing outrageous amounts of damage, but there is some anti-vehicle here. Can they get out of it? Melter gun Techmarine with a flank. Got some Terminators that can use their power fists, but they are busy just shooting at the moment. They should be in there with their power fists. One of the Leman Russes goes down. I feel that they should have got both of them there. Terminator should have been on rear armor with the power fists. Just more Terminators? It is more Terminators for Noob. Ogrin's on the central VP. 51 to 126. They did get the blue team's natural. Some very brave Kashyyykin got it done. Well done, friend. We have Manticore on the way for Korgoth. Sure, more Manticores. Why not? They're doing some decent work. Well, this one has. And you can hit the mid from really far away. Apothecary is level 5 now. Techmarine hit 10. Force Commander's at 7. Level 5 Lord Commissar. Lord General level 5 now has Flak Jacket for incoming. Uh-oh. Leman Russ goes down. Big push to the south. And the Inquisitor level 3 with that Korgoth. And the Mandate. Manticore Strike, where's it going? There it is. Ouch. Almost wipes out. Oh, he got the devs. Got the devs with that las cannon. Terminator's here. Looking at the decap. Throws down the orbital bombardment. That was maybe Noob, I think. So I think Crazy Chairman spent theirs on Terminators and stuff. It might have been Crazy Chairman. Yeah, noob has double Terminators, so it might not have been them. 32 to 88. This is so close. Double cap game for the Space Marines now. Can the Guard recover? Did they lose too much? Can they get some kills on these Terminators? Ogrin's fleet, level 3. Got suppressed by the assault cannon, I think. Can these guys teleport out? Or maybe they can't. Maybe they can chase them off. Demon Russ is in. No upgrades though for Incognito. WonderBread just got a Predator tank. Lord General goes for the decap, but has no health basically. Not going to work out. Down they go. Triple cap now for Space Marines. Well played, Crazy Chairman at the end. 32 to 32. I think they've done enough. This Dreadnought's been amazing. Just ate a full Manticore strike and didn't even lose half the hit points. Double cap it at the end, but that's going to be enough, I think. Too many Terminators, they say. Ain't that the truth? GG indeed. They were up against 4, was it 5 Terminators? A lot of Terminators at the end. And just didn't have the tools to deal with it. Inquisitor was down quite a lot. Friend just couldn't get the Lehman Russes rolling. I don't think they got one actually. And Incognito just lost them too easily. Was a little bit sloppy with their vehicles in the mid. And it cost them. Those kind of losses cost you. Let's look at his heroes end of the game. Level 5 Apothecary. Level 10 Techmarine was awesome. Level 8 Force commanded a lot with that shield. Would like to know how much damage that guy took. Level 5 Lord Commissar, level 5 Lord General, and level 4 Inquisitor was up at the end. Just got the VP back, I guess. But there you have it. Thanks to these players who are playing us a faction war. I think Crazy Chairman got this one together, maybe? And sent it in for us to enjoy. And it was a fun one. Absolutely frantic. Not the highest level play in the mid here. Lots of sloppy losses. The turrets were quite fun to see. And I'll see you next time.